Hi, everyone. Rebecca, Viscaya's Community Programs Manager here. I've got my prohibition. No, I have my pandemic mask and my pandemic hair and prohibition on my mind. So I'm with you guys today to share a little bit about the mysteries in Viscaya's archives, and prohibition is on my mind really because one of my favorite, just absolute favorite archival pieces in our collection is this telegram. I'll give you a little bit of background first so you can follow me on this journey. uh, a prohibition, national prohibition, went into effect in 1920. So thinking about just the world at the time, in 1920, prohibition, sale and purchase of alcohol became illegal. But here in Miami, it was already illegal. We were a dry county over 100 years ago. Miami became a city in 1896. We were a dry county. James Deering, this guy's original owner, built Vizcaya, had Vizcaya built from 1914 to 1916. And so before national prohibition, but Miami was already a dry county, and Deering was an well, Deering entertained. Vizcaya was a place for leisure and relaxation, and it was at the end of nowhere 100 years ago. So having a drink to imbibe for Deering and his guests was just really super important. But because it wasn't quite kosher in Miami, they they sent it in. Deering and his team sent in these ridiculous amounts of liquor, like just totally ridiculous amounts of liquor, and shared that liquor freely with friends and family and staff, um, workforce. Um, feel like a turtle, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Um, so one of my favorite pieces in the archives is really about this. It's like this undercover mystery of the liquor. So because Miami was a dry county and you couldn't really have liquor, you couldn't buy liquor, and Mr. Deering kind of smuggled it in a little bit. They on the shipping manifests they listed it as linen. So there would be on an inventory of the boat, there would be tons of comforters, there would be tons of washcloths, there would be tons of bed sheets, things like that. And so one of Deering's staff members sends this coded telegram to another of Deering's staff members, and he says, "Thanks for the salvation. Alex, our digital communications manager, she's with us, and she's going to throw the telegram up on the screen. But it says, "Thanks for the salvation. There never was a comforter so comforting." And I kind of love that. They did not get bed sheets, guys. They didn't get comforters, they didn't get bedspreads, they didn't get towels. They got a bunch of booze, and the booze were like just super appreciated. And I love that. I love it because it's cheeky, but really kind of more than that, I love it because these archives help this guy kind of come to life. These stories of smuggling in liquor that helps it be more than just this big opulent mansion where some guy lived. It tells us a lot about the people who were here, and while they were working with others, and they were connected with others, and they were having fun with others and each other, and just building lots of relationships while they were also building this mansion at the end of nowhere. uh, I'll tell you another story that helps it come to life for me. This one's quick. uh, our archivist, about, I don't know, 8 years ago, he was going through all of these archives that I've been telling you about, and he found this telegram that said, "Alex, if you'll just throw it up on the screen. Irene died in convulsions last night. What shall we do with body?" And so I think it's loading. There it is. Irene died in convulsions last night. What shall we do with body? I love this telegram. But more than the telegram itself, I love the story behind it. Our archivist had no idea who Irene was, and so when he found it, there was like this flurry of activity and who is Irene? And what did they do with her body? Does anybody know who Irene is? Does anybody know what they did with her body? And it just was this so crazy and so exciting and so fun. And it took him like 6 or 7 hours to find the response to this and to figure out who Irene was. And um, I'll share that story with you tomorrow at our Murder Mystery at Vizcaya program, which is sold out. You should join the wait list. We'll do it again if there's interest. And there should be interest because the story of who Irene is, that's awesome. You don't want to miss it. Tickets, or really the wait list, is at vizcaya.org. Thanks for joining. Bye.